Tim Robinson to take strike with 1 run on the board.
And a lot of movement and shout, and he's out. And certainly that nicked back quite a bit. Tim Robinson gets caught on the back foot. Disappointed with how the pitch played and how the ball moved a bit in the air.
Right off stump, nipping back a long way. Certainly hits Robinson in front. Whether the line of the ball would have continued up and would in fact have hit the stumps is another. But Robinson's gone for no score. England are 1 for 1.
Tried to buzz it all out there. Wasn't Markham from the football stand end. He's goal to Chris Broad, who just played leisurely forward and timed that beautifully through the gully area for 4 runs. Delivery, probably not coming back into him like he expected. But again, just had a little bit of bounce. That certainly carried well to the keeper. So that's Imran's second strike of the morning. You can see Bill Athley being dismissed there. The ball sat him very wide, but he has been swinging it back a long way, and he caused Athley to play, and he got a little bit away from his body with the bat there, because the ball certainly came back into him. It didn't leave him. He still managed to get an outside edge. Oh, that's a fine delivery again. A bit of bounce we were talking about. It certainly left Chris Broad, but it was the bounce that probably did him, and I don't think he could do too much about that.
I think we'll find when we have a look at that again, it's very close to being unplayable. I think it pitched about off stump. It's just outside, but it bounced and left Chris Broad, who got a very hard snick on it. Super delivery. Not very much Chris Broad could do about that. Looking at that scoreboard, England in desperate trouble. Pitch has done a little bit all the time, and now the sun isn't out, there's a bit of cloud cover, it might well do a little bit more.
So it's Imran Khan now to David Gower. And Imran just getting down that leg side a little bit, and David Gower clipping that away down just behind square. And oh, we've got a real tangle out there at the moment. David Gower slipping and the keeper falling over the top of him. But all in good humour.
From that top end and bowl into any stuff roughened up. Oh dear me, must be, yes. Well, prefaced a little earlier by Tom Graveney that Mike Gatting was having trouble getting himself in a position, and that he has been out not playing a stroke on past occasions in test matches. That was very well bowled.
Yes, quite a bit of swing here. Really speaking, that pitched on the off stump, came back a little bit, would have hit middle and off. No question about that, definitely out.
I'm not quite sure why batsmen hold the bat up that far. I'd have thought they could at least go through the motion of playing the stroke and then pull the bat away if necessary.
Imran to Gower.
And that's gone. Inside edge. Played on. 31 for 5. Well, what goings on here at Headingley this morning. with Imran Khan leading the way with 3 wickets, Wasim Akram with 2, and David rather lost to Bruce Pollard.
A bit unlucky here, trying to get out of the way. That's
Just getting a bottom corner and dragging it on. At the worst time, well, I suppose 5 people have failed. So he really could make a name for himself today. But he's in pretty good nick, and here's David Gower getting out. You see, he starts to play it, tries to pull his bat away, and gets a bottom corner and drags it on, and very, very unlucky, actually. Comes Madassa.
That's a good stroke there by David Capel. And they don't catch them down the hill here at Headingley. Certainly, considering the rain that's been in Yorkshire this last few weeks, the outfield pretty quick. And that's the 50 up for England, 50 for 5.
It was just a gentle little push from both of them. Good indication of the timing and power of the batsman.
Well, that was a bit wide and swinging away, and David Capel certainly flung the bat at it. Thick edge, probably could have been a catch for 3rd or 4th slip. But there's nobody there, so he got 4 runs. And that's the 50 partnership between these two in 157 balls. So David Capel doing very well in his first Test match.
And now Botham faces Madassa.
And there's a shout this time, and Ian Botham not really waiting for the umpire, but a little bit wide there, and Ian Botham not getting across to it, and that's the breakthrough that Pakistan desperately wanted, and it's that man Madassa again who's got the breakthrough.
Yes, it's amazing how often up in the commentary box here we say how well people are playing. And if you watch this, it's the away swinger. It's in the right place, but it just drifts away very, very wide. And you see Ian Botham's foot miles away from the pitch of the ball.
Jack Richards taking his place in the middle now, the Surrey wicketkeeper. He's coming, of course, for Bruce French, who's got chickenpox. Well, marvellous piece of cricket there, widey half volley. David Capel really giving it the treatment, and an absolutely marvellous bit of fielding there. Again, a little bit of movement out of the seam. This time just getting an edge. And 3 runs there to David Capel. Time, and he was just trying to fiddle an odd wicket or 2 before himself and Wasim Akram probably came back.
Good looking shot from David Capel. It'll go all the way to the boundary for 4 runs. Well, it certainly should have been 4 runs if the player's in contact with the rope. When he fields the ball, it is a boundary. See, the ball doesn't reach the rope. The player's in contact with the rope. When he touches the ball back, that is 4 runs and should have been given as such.
England will hope for further recovery from this pair. Bruce French out of this match with chickenpox. 100 comes up now. Wazimakram. The third man for certain runs.
And it's good, sensible stuff, this, from David Cable. A bit of width, and he flat batted it.
Oh, well bowled, yes. Very well done. That's a lovely delivery. It swung so late. And it swung a long, long way. Whether it swung too far would have been in the batsman's mind as he waited for the umpire's decision.
An absolutely first-class piece of bowling. You see, Jack Richards, in fact, gets himself in such a position that he can't even play a shot at it. That is absolutely plumb.
That's a fine shot there by Capel. And that brings his 50 up in his first Test match, so he'll be very pleased with that and a very happy young man tonight. Had a struggle for his first few overs, but since then he's played forward, which is the right thing to do on this wicket. He's played straight, and he's not been frightened to hit the bad ball. And that's out, caught and bowled. A good catch. The bowler running through, the ball hit back pretty firmly above his head, but he caught it quite cleanly without any problems at all. And that's David Capel gone, but he can be justly proud of his efforts in his first Test match. You can see David Capel's dismissal again, going to drive it, not giving it the full treatment, but he hit it pretty hard, and that's not an easy catch when you're bowling pretty quick and running through when the ball comes back a foot to 18 inches above your head. So pretty good catch there by Kamal. So England now 133 for 8 and really in pretty serious trouble now here at Headingley. Now there's a shout for that, and Philip Evans not looking at the umpire, just a little outside edge as it moved away, and Youssef doing the rest. So England now in real trouble.
Kamal pitching this one a little bit further up. Very little foot movement by Edmonds, and a straightforward nick through to the keeper. England 133 for 9. Mohsin Kamal coming into Neil Foster.
And that's out. Neil Foster caught it slip by Salim Malik, and that's the third wicket there for Kamal. So he's had a good little spell at the end there, picking up 3 wickets very quickly indeed.
Mohsin Kamal getting the ball well up, and at the second attempt Salim Malik just clutching onto that one. So the England innings finishes at 136.
A bit of outswing there and a good thick edge going through a gully. No third man, so that's 4 runs. First slip there, our second slip, John Embry, who was left out of the side today, was fit but was left out. He's feeling for Ian Botham, who's gone to hospital for an x-ray on a foot injury or toe.
David Cable going to have his first bowl in Test match cricket from the Kirkstall Lane end. He'll be taking over from Graham Dilley.
The introduction to the bowling side of the game.
It's going to be Neil Foster then to bowl from the football stand end. He'll be bowling to Shoaib. Well
breakthrough they wanted. Foster hasn't always had his direction right, nor his length. But he got it right that time, and Jack Richards was there to take the catch. First wicket down, Shoaib Mohammed goes 22 for 1.
A similar dismissal to that which dismissed Shoaib at Old Trafford off Neil Foster. Just leaving him late. And England get their first success. Pakistan 22 for 1. Here's Foster to Mansour.
Well, Edmonds probably wishes they'd put Robinson in there. He was going in. Edmonds then was finally called in by Gatting. The ball flew very, very quickly past Edmonds' good hand, his left hand.
And this should have been a wicket. First ball from Mansour. It flies at catchable height. Edmonds stretches out his left hand, but it goes straight through.
Neil Foster now to Madassa. There's a shout there, and yes, there's no hesitation at all from umpire David Shepherd. Certainly Madassa playing well across there with his leg and playing across the front leg with his bat.
Yes, I think Madassa knew that. As soon as he hit him, you'll find that he got his front pad far too far across. Didn't let his bat get round the corner at all. Hit him right in front, would have knocked the middle stump out.
Straight in there to John Embry. A very easy catch as catches go at slip, and down it went. That's 2 off Foster tonight. It's gone through there.
Yes, the 12th man. Here, very, very good delivery to get early on. Little outside edge, straight in, and he can't believe it. Can't believe it. He is such a good catcher.
Another chance there. That wasn't an easy one. It was just short, and the batsman certainly flashed at that one. It went pretty quick. John Embry going to his right, just got one hand to it. Not an easy chance by any means, that.
Poor old John Embry. He's having a rough old time in the slips there. But this is a real flash, and it went very, very quickly indeed.
Lovely square drive. One of the features of the play of Mansour Akhtar.
Indeed, a beautiful wristy stroke, beating Edmonds for pace.
Not forward far enough that time, and he knew it. He went straight away, playing down the wrong line, and Foster is struck again. England have to keep wheeling away out there, probing away, taking the occasional wicket, and they can get themselves back in this game. Mansour Akhtar, leg before wicket to Foster, and another break for England. Very confidence boost for Neil Foster. He has a big job to do with Botham not able to take his place in the attack, but it's a big opportunity for him as well. He has the chance to be equal #1 bowler in the England team. And there it is. That's the one they wanted. They want them all, but that is very important. Gatting took it low down, nice clean catch, and Foster is having a great morning. Javed gone without scoring, and England engaging in a terrific fight back.
That's the scalp that England wanted. Pakistan's very best player, out without scoring. A near perfect delivery again. Pitching, leaving him. He had to play the ball, and a comfortable catch to Gatting at second slip.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot, delightful shot there. Just over pitching, a little bit wide. And Salman Malik, no trouble at all putting that away through the covers. And that brings the 100 up for the Pakistanis. That's 101 for 4. The second 50 coming off 129 balls. Fine shot again there by Yusuf. No chance for Chris Broad to catch that. Certainly Night Watchman is getting a bit exasperating now for the England side out there. You expect to get him out, and when you don't, and he keeps on making runs, you get a little bit desperate.
That's it, but he's got away with it. Exactly the right thing for Edmonds to do. A little bit of air. Drew Salim Yusuf into the stroke, and he miscued it. Came off the outside edge. Could have gone anywhere.
Yes, I thought he might try something like that. And that could so easily have gone straight up in the air.
Graham Dilley. He's bowled well from this football ground end.
Well, it really isn't his day, is it? This one is almost through. Inside edge, just missing the leg stump.
Robinson managed to get a finger to it, but they're still going to go for 4. And the last ball before lunch takes Pakistan now on to 136 for 4. The score's a level, and the 50 partnership has come up between Salim Yusuf and Salim Malik in just 140 balls. A good morning for Pakistan.
And straight away, a beautiful, glorious shot off the back foot. And Tim Robinson just managing to get a boot on it. Square third man. 2 runs. Flashing square drive off the back foot through the covers there. And Salim Malik really taking hold of Neil Foster this over. 10 runs coming from the over, so Neil Foster very expensive that over.
It's good to see Pakistan's positive attitude straight after lunch. They will have breathed a heavy sigh of relief when they got in front of England with still 6 wickets remaining. And the professional players always consider that every run ahead in a test match in the first innings is worth 2.
Oh, and that's a catch. Bilathi moving in the second slip, and a fine catch very low down. Yusuf, the night watchman's gone. You can see this playing defensively, just moving away again, and a very good catch indeed. Just carrying to Bill after there, only an inch off the deck. So Neil Foster takes his 5th wicket. Fine performance by him. He's kept going, had a lot of overs, and he's the one that's really kept England in this game at all. So Neil Foster 5 wickets. That's 4th time in a test match and the 5th time this season, and he's bowled tremendously well here today.
Once again, Foster's the man of the moment, getting the ball right on line. Yusuf following it a bit outside off stump, and Afi taking the catch low down at second slip.
There's the scorecard. All Foster's all the way down. Fine piece of bowling there. Good thinking by Bilathi. I know he was talking to Mike Gatting last night about moving into slip, because with Ian Botham being off the field, they are a slip fielder short, and it's nice to see he has the confidence. Oh, that's a glorious cover drive. Mike Gatting just get a bit wide, half volley, and Salim Malik really latched onto that, and no need to bother moving out of his crease. 4 runs from the moment he left the bat.
Gatting has concentrated his attack well outside the off stump.
It's a beautiful stroke for 4. And Salim Malik reaches a half century. He won't bat much better than this. This is not one of your flat Karachi pitches. It's darting around all over the place out there, and anyone who makes 50 has done very well.
Phil Edmonds then just changing ends. He's going to try his luck at the football stand end. Oh, that's a beautifully played stroke there, nicely timed. Didn't really thrash at it, but beautifully played and beautifully timed there.
It brings the 200 up, and also the 50 partnership with a beautiful off drive.
David Shepherd removes the cellophane from the new ball, holds up the old one, and we're away. And the new ball has done it, and so has Foster. 6 wickets for Neil Foster. England desperate for the breakthrough, and they got it. And what disappointment for Imran. He knows how vital this session was and how vital it was to get through the new ball.
What a gripping cricket match we've got on our hands. Foster, after those 2 looseners, getting it absolutely perfect once again. Imran knows as soon as he plays the stroke that he's on his way. Richards completes the job behind the stumps. Foster's taken 6 wickets, and Pakistan now 208 for 6.
Foster to Salim Malik. In the air, Dilly is the man down at deep fine leg.
Neil Foster, I think, thought that Graham Dilly might have got to the ball a bit quicker. Dilly didn't pick it up early, but he makes good ground for it in the end, and it was never really a chance.
Well, there'll be a lot of anxious eyes on umpire Ken Palmer, who signals 4 runs, so having been turned right around, Salim Malik got an outside edge between Richards and Gatting.
And Gatting totally obscured by Salim Malik's body. Doesn't move at all. He had no idea the ball would be coming in his direction. But Graham Dilly considered himself very unlucky there.
Good crisp stroke straight down the ground, and the outfielder's picking up enough for it to go to the boundary, even though it was pretty much a defensive push. And another good shot. 2 in this over from Dilly, 1 on the onside of the wicket. Gentle push, but that one a really authentic stroke away through extra cover, and Malik goes on to 81.
Yes, and Pakistan really piling it on now. Repeat performance of the shot earlier in the over, except on the offside. Lovely stroke that.
Now David Capel bowled his first over with his second new ball. Looking stroke, and now this partnership is beginning to look dangerous for England. That's a splendid stroke from Ijaz Ahmed. Not often Foster has dropped short in this innings, but full advantage taken of that.
Well, certainly not the shot of a tail-ender. Beautiful stroke off the back foot. Tremendous strike, beautifully timed. And another lovely shot here. Just pushed off the legs, just straying a little bit in direction. But super stroke.
It's a 250 up for Pakistan, and the last 50 came off only 89 balls, so that's considerably quicker than any 50 in this innings so far. Another fine shot there by Salim Malik. Moving now on to 90. Well, Neil Foster being given a rest, has been changed to the top end. Certainly working him pretty hard today.
Short run is not going to be much good at this stage, no matter how tired he is. It gives the batsman the feeling of control once the bowler changes in that way. It was a glorious stroke from Ijaz Ahmed. This young right-hander now goes to 33. Salim Malik 97. It's 276 for 6.
Well, without any doubt, the shot of the day. A wide half volley, flat bats it. The touch of the West Indian about that shot, but a terrific stroke, and he hit it so hard.
Now Phil Edmonds to bowl to Salim Malik. Malik is on. And he's caught him. Gone for 99. Brilliantly caught by Gower diving forward. Salim Malik goes under pressure, misses his century. He remains the highest scorer for Pakistan on this ground in a test. But England have broken through. They've applied some pressure there. I have a feeling we'll see that Salim Malik was trying to push that out for a single to mid-off, but it turned a bit on him and may even have lifted. There it goes. And a very good catch by Gower, but the ball definitely spun, as indeed had the one before that went past the outside edge. So that's excellent bowling from Phil Edmonds.
What a marvellous innings that has been from Salim Malik. He really has put Pakistan in the driving seat here. He's played beautifully for a very long time, and very, very unlucky not to get that extra.
Man in the deep, but he needs to be considerably deeper than that. Six to Wasim Akram.
Superb scoring stroke from Wasim Akram. He's the type of player that will be refused to be tied down by a close field. Edmonds has sent Tim Robinson out to the deep mid-wicket boundary.
Robinson. It's too big for him again. A massive hit. It's landed on the roof of the players' pavilion. And I suspect it's gone way over the back into the car park.
Absolutely huge hit from Wasim Akram. Really winds up with this one. Sends it straight onto the top of the players' pavilion.
Did go a long, long way. That's not really what you'd call a short boundary. It's a very big hit. 176 ahead now. Foster to Ijaz Ahmed. That's a very good stroke. It's also a very good half-century. First time Ijaz Ahmed has reached 50. It's a good player, only 18 years of age. Some past and present Test cricketers there on the Pakistan balcony. Give him a very generous round of applause. Well, he's got it. Clutched it, hung onto it. Ijaz Ahmed looked at the umpire. Everyone had to wait for the finger to go. What a good innings from this young man.
Bilathi needs 2 attempts. Just bounces out of his hands, above his head.
So the hands clutching around the waist there actually missed the ball, which did finish up clutched between the thighs. Reached him. That one's safely held, but it's a no ball. Dilley has bowled a no ball. The catch is straightforward, but the batsman is still there.
Well, as Richie was saying, some people get a bit of luck and some people don't. And poor old Graham Dilley takes a wicket with a no ball. Abdul Qadir, who's now got 2 against his name, facing this delivery. And that's out. Bowled him. He played down the wrong line, a little bit inside it, and it just clipped the outside of the off stump. So at last, Graham Dilley has struck. And pats of encouragement from his teammates. Here's that delivery. Very good delivery indeed. Just left him a little bit off the seam and just clipped the outside of the off stump. And Mohsin Kamal just taking guard there, coming in to face Graham Dilley. Coming down the hill from the Kirkstall Lane end. And that was very close indeed. My goodness me.
Batsman playing and missing the ball going through Jack Richards' legs. Just going onto the helmet there. And that counts as 5 byes. If it had hit the leg of the batsman, it would have been 5 leg byes. But on this occasion, just 5 extras. So Jack Richards won't be too pleased with that. Oh, and that's a tremendous blow again there by Wasim Akram. Right into the crowd of Foster there. Beautiful shot.
What an enormous strike this is. Bang!
Lead of 206 for Pakistan. And he's gone for the big one again. He's certainly middled it. That's 6 more, dead straight up the ground there. Beautiful strike again by Wasim Akram.
Well, another terrific shot this. He's no respecter of bowlers or anything else. He just gives it the big swing.
And in fact, 11 runs coming from that last Graham Dilley over. And it's really been marvellous entertainment for this full house at Headingley this morning. Absolutely tremendous value. He's gone for the bouncer again, top edged it, but Edmonds coming in and a brilliant catch there, absolutely. Yes, he rolled a bit at the death, but it really was a brilliant catch there, because he was coming absolutely at full speed, and he had to dive forward, and he did well to hold on to that as he hit the ground. Beautiful catch by Phil Edmonds.
Yes, you won't see many better catches than this. He has a hook at it, once again in the wrong position, gets a top edge, It flies back down to fine leg, and Phil Edmonds, running flat out, judges it beautifully. I think he might have been watching Tony Locke when he did those last 2 rolls, but it was a fabulous catch and a marvellous performance, being greeted by Foster as he goes off the field. 8 for 107 in 46.2 overs.
And no trouble with that, straight away off the mark. Beautiful straight drive, 4 runs. Didn't really have to hit it very hard, he just stroked it, but this outfield now was really quickened up, getting back to the true Headingley speed of the outfield. There you see it again, just a beautiful push through the ball, and away it sped up the hill there. Great thing for Pakistan, of course, is they've now a short day, 70 minutes already gone. They've a rest day tomorrow, so they can really give their bowlers plenty of stick today, knowing they're going to have a nice long rest before Monday morning. There's a shout there, and he's being given out. He didn't look very happy with that, didn't Chris Broad?
Chris Broad absolutely livid with that decision. I think he felt that the hand that the ball hit wasn't in contact with the bat at the time. And that's how it looked to me as well. Imran pitches the ball in short. Broad takes his hand off the bat, and he is very unlucky to be given out there.
Well, certainly the hand wasn't on the bat, there's no doubt about that. And Chris Broad, a very unhappy man there. In fact, in the laws of cricket, it does state that the striker shall be out caught if the ball touches his bat, or if it touches below the wrist, his hand or glove holding the bat. So that was quite clear that the hand has to be holding the bat. So unless David Shepherd thought it actually at the bat handle as well, then it shouldn't have been given out.
Tim Robinson surrounded by 2 short legs, 3 slips and a gully. And he's gone. Trying to leave the ball, taken by Salim Malik at first slip. England in trouble again, 9 for 2.
It followed him all the way. He was trying every fraction of a second to get the bat further away from the ball, and it kept coming at him. Pitched well outside off stump. Comfortable catch. 9 for 2, and one says England are in deep trouble. That might well be regarded as an understatement. Robinson a duck in the first, and not many more in the second. Picked up 2 runs from the 1 stroke, but faced only 5 balls. Abdul Qadir, and he'll be bowling to David Gow. It's a beautiful stroke from Gow. First ball after lunch.
Abdul Qadir to Bill Athey.
Good shot by Athey. Took full advantage of Abdul Qadir over pitching just slightly. A 50 stand up now between Athey and Gow. Quite a recovery.
Imran to Athey.
Well bowled. Beautifully bowled. It's that one that darts back so sharply from outside the off stump. It swung, and then it kept going. I suspect it might also have kept just a fraction low. We'd need to have a look at that on the replay to be absolutely clear on the height of the ball. but it was a very, very good delivery from Imran Khan.
Imran bowling quite wide of the crease. The ball nips back sharply, hits Athi right in front of the stumps. The ball swung a long way. Bill Athi's on his way for 26, and England are 60 for 3.
Yeah, it's interesting this. It did move a very, very long way from outside the off stump, and Bill Athi's foot is in front of the batting crease.
Mike Gatting is England. A chance. It's gone through for 4. Wasim Akram's the fielder who made a desperate lunge for it. Might just have misjudged it a fraction.
Yes, in fact, I think we'll find he was a little bit slow in moving. That could easily have been a disaster for England there. And really speaking, he should have got there.
Imran Khan from the football stand end to David Gower.
Flashed away and got away with it again, David Gower. Wicket keeper going for it with his left hand and just pushing it past slip there.
I think if we look carefully at this, we'll see that it was definitely a first slip catch. He got a thick edge on it, and it's really going straight to first slip. And really a pretty poor shot. Very poor shot indeed. England still in tremendous trouble here. They really need to bat all today and most of Monday to give themselves any chance at all.
David Gower's gone lofted wide of mid-wicket, hitting with the spin. No real danger there, well over the infield. Gower again going for the lofted drive. And he's got 4 runs, this time over square leg. Again from outside the off stump. And he got his leg well across. Make sure the ball couldn't get through.
Yes, everything in the way. Perfectly safe shot, nobody out deep on the leg side.
Slash again, a bit wide, turning. Probably a bottom edge on that. Certainly a little bit wide to play that shot to.
Salim Yusuf had his problems behind the stumps, but you can't blame him for that one. Pitched in the rough, didn't bounce at all.
Change of bowling now at the football stand end. Wasim Akram coming on in place of Imran Khan. Flashing square drive there, and third man on there to go about 10 yards, but the ball was bouncing back off the wall before he got near it. And that's certainly out this time. I thought the slipper juggled with it, but he hung on to it, and Mike Gatting there playing it one just a little bit wide, probably kept going on the angle. He has been swinging a few into Mike Gatting, and he was out in the first innings without playing the stroke. Probably didn't want to do the same again, but this time it probably caused him to play one a little bit, just a bit wide. See this just angled across him, pitching outside off stump, probably missing by a foot. And Mike Gatting pushing through, and well taken there. It's carrying quite quickly to slip there. So England in real trouble now. 94 for 4. David Capel coming in.
To David Gower. It's been a real mixture of an innings, some lovely shots and some where he's decided that survival is the best method. 112 for 4, Gower is 50.
Yes, it couldn't have come at a better time for England. David Gower, who's been in mixed form this year, but played some marvellous shots in amongst that 50. And one or two iffy ones in between. Had a little bit of luck, been dropped twice.
Wasi Makram again from the football stand end to David Capel.
It was beautifully bowled by Wasi Makram. Big swinger coming in from outside the off stump, and a Yorker as well.
What a magnificent delivery. How this missed the stumps, I can't think.
That's the right way to start after tea. Imran coming up a little bit gently there, pitching short, and David Gower onto that in a flash, and really absolutely sped away to the square boundary.
Gower taking full toll of this loosener from Imran. Well wide of off stump. Gets his weight well balanced and cracks it away to the fence.
David Gower dragging that back on. Short of a length, just outside off stump. Inside edge, back into the stumps. First innings, he was letting it go on its edge and went down onto the wicket, so that's twice in the match. A little bit unlucky there for David Gower.
And once again, it's Imran Khan who gets the breakthrough. Gower this time playing a stroke at the ball and dragging it from way outside off stump into middle and off. And it ends a precarious innings from Gower. With another 50, the Leicestershire left-hander. He leaves, bowled Imran for 55, and England in dire straits at 120 for 5. Jack Richards is the new batsman for England. Still no sign of Ian Botham. Two faces of disappointment. Captain and former captain.
Disappointment for the crowd, of course, that Ian Botham's not coming, because at this stage now there's not going to be too much batting left for Botham to play with when he does come in.
Imran Khan now has taken his tally to 299 test match victims. And a very attacking field. Imran into Jack Richards.
Oh, that's out. That's a fine catch. Imran swinging the ball in, just make it bounce a little, going off the shoulder of the bat pretty quick. He does it short leg there, and a very good catch.
Imran Khan takes his 300th test wicket. Joins a very exclusive band of players. And that was a fine piece of cricket by the Pakistanis. Imran achieving his 300th test wicket in only his 68th match. Marvellous achievement from a great cricketer. Disappointment for Richards. He's back to the pavilion with just 2 against his name. And England slumped to 122 for 6. Tim Robinson going to act as runner for Ian Botham, coming in at number 8.
And a change in the bowling now. Imran's having a rest, and Wasi Makram's coming back at the football stand end. And the 4 runs there. No third man on. Just short of a length, and Botham again letting the bat go through the line of the ball. There's a shout for LBW, but I think Ian Botham was worried about his foot there, and I think he got one right on the foot again there. He's not amused with that.
I think it was the other foot. He's going to have a little bit of trouble. And this is a very good delivery. Look at that big swing in there. Hit him on the back foot. Not very tidy. Not very tidy. And we just missed the keeper dashing in, shouting.
Motion Kamal to Botham. That in slow motion, outside edge of the bat, down it goes. It certainly wasn't caught. And he threw it up. Well, no wonder both of them didn't look happy about that. So this is what happened. Both of them got the edge. The keeper goes down. The ball goes onto the ground, and then he picks it up and throws it up in the air. And then he goes on to Botham. Not quite sure why he. That's a very good stroke. Particularly good stroke for a man with only one foot working.
Yes, the little incident between Botham and Salim Yusuf would have just got Botham's back up a bit, but his bat he picks up and launches that over mid-wicket. A magnificent boundary.
Gone. Madassa, good catch too. It went at terrific pace. More at backward point than gully. Motion Kamal takes the wicket and Botham is gone. England 160 for 7. Joy for Pakistan supporters and not for England's, because now it's a question of can England take the game into the 4th day. Botham hit that with tremendous power. Motion Kamal has claimed his wicket.
Change of bowling from the football stand then. Dasser will be coming to bowl medium pace. Fine stroke there by David Capel. A little bit on the up. It wasn't a full half volley, but straight through extra cover. No trouble at all. Beautifully straight, ball swinging quite a lot. But Neil Foster is pushing that. Nobody in the straightest mid-on position in 4 runs.
When Neil Foster's playing well, he certainly plays in the V, nice and straight between mid-off and mid-on. That's quite authentic on drive. Beautiful positioning. Look at the follow-through there. Straight as a die.
Again, the ball swinging in again, and Foster just repeating the medicine, straight down the ground again. Just get a hand to it about 2 or 3 inches from the line there. 3-run statement for it. 2 beautiful strokes there by Neil Foster. Certainly a lot of batsmen don't play the shot as correctly as he played those 2 strokes.
And full credit to Mansour Akhtar, who chased the ball all the way there. A lot of fielders would have given that up for lost. The Pakistan sense of victory here, and the fielders are working well. Just touching it before he has to go over the ropes.
shout, and David Capel being given out there, caught by Ijaz at short leg. Could have been a little nick onto the pad, that. It didn't go anywhere near as quick as the one he caught there from Jack Richards.
So Imran strikes yet again. The ball moving in and just perhaps grazing the bat on its way to the pad. Another good catch by Ijaz. The ball went very quickly. It's difficult standing there to judge the ball. And although David Capel's gone for 28, he can look back on his Test match debut in the batting department with a great deal of pride. England in desperate trouble on 197 for 8.
Yes, the England selectors will be very pleased with the way that David Capel's played in both innings, but be a little disappointed on the bowling, which was probably the more important department that they wanted from him.
Oh, it's gone. Unlucky dismissal. Bowled off his pads. And England 197 for 9 with just Graham Dilley to come. So success for both the Pakistan opening bowlers, Wasim Akram picking up the wicket of Neil Foster.
You see the wicket again, and good thinking by Wasim Akram there. He went round the wicket and took Neil Foster up. A little bit of luck as it went off the pads onto the wicket, but that's good thinking on the bowler's part.
Here's Imran to Dilley.
Well, that's it. Imran bowling Graham Dilley with a full length delivery there, and 7 wickets in the innings for Imran Khan. Tremendous performance there by Pakistan. All looking very happy, as indeed they've a right to be. They've completely outplayed England during this Test match. And that will make things very, very difficult for England now to win these series. 2 matches remaining, so England have got to win both of them now to win this series. Jubilant Pakistan supporters there. And Pakistan's first win on this Headingley ground. Imran there might to grab a stump for himself. I'm sure he'll treasure it.
The Cornhill Insurance player of the match receives a cheque for £500 and a magnum of champagne.
Congratulations, Imran. Can I ask you one question first about the toss? Had you won the toss, would you have done as Mike did and batted first?
I certainly would have. I think it was a very positive move because had he got away, had England got, say, something like 60 for 2 at lunch rather than being 5 down 50, I think, you know, they could easily, because 150 or 200 was a very difficult score to chase batting last.
Was the pitch out there, Mike, deteriorating quickly?
Well, yes, even Saturday night, 3 or 4 shot along the ground, and the ball was getting lower rather than anything else. And I think this morning a couple went along the ground, and that was only the 4th morning. So on the 5th morning, I think who knows what had happened.
You must feel a little sad to think that you and your side were quite well on top in the earlier matches, which have rained off.
Well, yes, but that's cricket, isn't it? Unfortunately, we came here. We're all level still. We could have played a little better, but Imran especially and his team played exceptionally well. Salim Malik played exceptionally well. They had a bit of luck and they caught their catches, and Imran bowled exceptionally well.
A little bit of bad luck too to have Ian Botham out of most of the action.
Yes, it would have been interesting to see whether he could have made it move about.
The action.
Yes, it would have been interesting to see whether he could have made it move about a bit. Unfortunately, Neil Foster was the only one who did. Graham, when he bowled from this bottom end, the rugby stand end, made it move, but bowled without much luck. But we did pick 4 seamers, and I'm glad we did in the end, otherwise we would have been left with 2 and me, which is no great comfort. But no, we didn't play as well as we could have done, and all credit to Pakistan, they played exceptionally well.
The ball certainly moved around out there for you and for Wasim Akram and your seam bowlers. Swung as well as seamed.
Well, I can't remember ever playing at Headingley when it's not done that. You know, when the sun comes out, it does a little bit less. When it's cloudy, it does a hell of a lot. But it always does something.
Salim Malik we've mentioned. What about other members of your side particularly pleased you?
Well, Ijaz Ahmed, I thought I always, when I watched him a year back, I always thought that this guy, if anyone in our team is going to be a great batsman, it'll be him. Because bowling to him in the nets, I always find he has a lot more time. He plays it very late. And he has all the shots. He's got very good temperament, as he showed when he walked in. And I'm glad he got runs. And then, of course, Salim Yusuf. Because, you know, he, as a night watchman, when a night watchman scores runs, it's particularly painful for the bowling side. And not only did he get runs, he played shots. I mean, not only did he stay there, he also played shots and got us runs, and I was very happy with him.
Anyway, it was Imran Khan who was the Cornhill man of the match, Mike, so you and I can sit back now and see some of the things that he did to win that prize. We'll show a few of the wickets that you took in this match, Imran. Here comes the first one. That's Tim Robinson, who got one that came back off the seam. That went a long way, Mike.
Yes, it did. It swung quite considerably and nipped back quite sharply.
So that's some of the movement in the air and off the pitch, which was there'll be a little disputed decision here, actually.
Well, I think that was slum, but Mike, obviously a batsman, thinks it did too much.
It is the danger, of course.
It's quite unfair when he does it that quickly.
Danger when the ball is moving around, that it's very difficult job to adjudicate how much it will move by the end. Let's have a look at Bill Athey's wicket falling. This was when you keep this line just outside off stump, the faint suggestion of in-swing again here.
Well, I think the ball was swinging a lot, and Bill perhaps thought it would swing more than it did. I mean, that's because really, very rarely, it's very unlucky you get a decision like that on an in-swinger. Because normally, you know, you expect either to get someone LBW or bowl when you're bowling it in. But maybe he thought it'd do much more, I don't know.
It is the art of swing bowling, of course, that they don't all swing the same amount, but it did move quite a bit out there, Mike.
Yes, it wasn't that quick, I don't think, was it?
No.
It just, you know, just seemed to hold quite a bit. There was a bit of moisture there, etc., but it was just the odd one that did a bit.
That's right, it was, but it swung, and more than, I think, seam, it swung. And I think that's because of the damp outfield, because there's been so much rain, there was so much moisture around which made the ball swing.
Well, you can see the hesitancy, because we'll see David Gower's wicket falling now, and in both innings he played the ball onto his stumps, I think, Mike.
Yes, I think second innings was probably a bit more unlucky. I think the bounce probably did him second innings, as probably might have done their first innings, but the more bounce there and the less bounce second innings.
Let's watch Capel's wicket. That's from the Kirkstone Lane end this time again.
I did feel that there was always a chance I would get someone out there, because they were all trying to get on the front foot there, knowing that there wasn't much bounce in the wicket. And you know, you do, if when things are going your way, you do get the odd catch there.
Okay, there's one more to go. Let's take. Yes, that's goodbye to Graham Billy. So in both innings, 10 wickets in the match. First innings, 3 for 37, and that's 7 for 40, which helped Pakistan win by an innings and 18 runs. There we are. How does it feel to be in that lot?
Well, obviously, I mean, if you look at all the bowlers, they've all been not only just good test bowlers, but they've been great bowlers. And so it's very pleasing.
Right, well, let's think, Mike, for a moment how we stop the rot. Now, Edgbaston in a fortnight's time. Can you think about that at this stage?
Not really, no. I mean, we've got to go away, and we've got three or four. Well, we've got 2 championship games and a few one-dayers. But again, you know, we've been outplayed in one Test match. It's not the end of the world. We played well in the first 2, so you know we're perfectly capable of playing well in the 4th Test match. And I just hope people don't get too upset because you lost a Test match.
Well, I quite agree. And Imran, you talked about this marvellous spirit which you've got, and it was evidenced in this match, certainly.
Yes, well, I said so when I arrived in England, that the hallmark of the team was its fighting capabilities, because we do lack a lot of experience. I mean, they are very young players. There are only about 3 players who played Test cricket for a while. The rest have all been in and out or have just come into the team. But they've all learned to fight, and I think that's why the next 2 Test matches will be exciting, because I don't believe that there's that much difference between the 2 teams. You know, although England did lose by an innings, I anticipate a very tough next 2 Test matches.
Well, I know we've both had a tiring press conference and all that after the match. Thanks very much for coming up here and for joining us.
England bowled out for 199, and that really was Imran at his lethal best.